Good morning and welcome back to Momok. Last week we learned the deep, dark secret of the Mimosa, specifically the Blessed Siblings and how many died just in an attempt to recreate Gaujaja.
This week our aims are twofold: to put an end to the Blessed Siblings and to finish the final feat in the rite of succession.
I just hope this week's episode is a little more upbeat, but I'm not getting my hopes up. To think that there's such a dark secret behind the Blessed Siblings. Even among the Mimosa, I cannot imagine many people know the whole truth, especially not those who reside in the capital. I had no idea Bako Jiaojia was bearing such a burden, had he but chosen a different path. Still, I believe our true characters demonstrated not by the right action, but rather by our conduct upon recognizing our faults. It's a struggle I know all too well. It's amazing how Okomak can connect with anyone. She has an incredible gift. Sometimes it's best to just forgive and move on. It can be difficult, gods, don't I know it. But that's all the more reason to try your damnedest to look past how you were wronged and let bygones be bygones. Can we still drop him in a hole, though? Okay, I got that. Bako Jiajia's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. The only way to help Momok is to understand Momok. We won't let Bako Jiajia down. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Mailia, Tural is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Zurioja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bako Jiajia fought to give us additional scales, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them and gather as many people as you can. So we're gonna gather 3 people. Mailia, let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend the ear. Oh, we're only talking to 2. Okay. It's just, I thought these things always happened in 3s. He's belligerent. We're gonna call him Belligerent Bob. The scale. If the Blessed trust you, then so will I. So what is it you require of me? I need your boots, your bike, and your clothes. Bako Jiajia bids us come to Tural. Strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Look, I've already made a new friend. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. Even if I have a blessed scale? Check this out. Blessed scale! Yeah, your blessed likes me. A blessed scale? In an outsider's hands? What business do you have with me? I have the business. So Bako Jiajia sent you to call an assembly? I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to... I can't do it. We're gonna go to a meeting. We're having a meeting. Belligerent Lizards Anonymous. Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? I mean, I don't know if any of them are good folks. They're just folks. I didn't get into their backstories. Wonderful, the esteemed Bako Jiajia will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Tural as well. I definitely butchered that. Apparently there's a Nashul nursery to the west called Gulamnishik Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well. I'll meet you at... Stop! I'll meet you at Tural Zoosh afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. You just got here. How do you know what people you need to find? I have nothing to say to outsiders, but I have the scale. See, we are friends now. Leave this place, outsider. Look, we are not. We are friends. Oh, my apologies, I was unaware. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Tural. I'm just gonna make stuff up now. At once. Hey, your buddy gets to go to the meeting and you don't. Whatever Baku Jaja requires me, I shall happily provide. What a curious place to gather. Now that I think of it, why would Baku Jaja grant you his scale? Because I kicked his ass and took it right out of him. You're all dead. It was an ambush. Where's Wakoma? Right there. Sorry to keep you waiting. You invited the second promise as well? Mati, need I remind you that this... Namati, need I remind you that this right is a competition? Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize it for your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat? No. Malok has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well, I am at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wakoma, third promise of Tuli Yalal. Promise? I thought you served Bako Jaja. You deceived us. No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Wakoma has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. All eyes on you. Bako Jaja shared with me the truth about the blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives, and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours have brought you all to such suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain, and together we may find a new way forward. Together? If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Surrealja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. That's not my job. I smack things. That's your job. Not even I imagined that my sister would one day befriend Bako Jaja. Akuma risks her standing in the right to attend to her people's needs. 'Tis a degree of selflessness few can claim to share. Everyone looks uneasy, but their faith in Bako Jaja guides them even now. Now we come to the heart of it. Really, you don't say. Okay. Even if Bako Jaja trusts the third promise, I don't know if I'm comfortable discussing this with her. I'm sure my son would have preferred to stay, but his presence alone greatly sways our people's behavior. That tracks. An end to blessed siblings? Belief in blessed siblings and the salvation they would bring has sustained me for years and years. But if there's another way, if the third promise can truly help us, I don't know what to think or how to feel about this. Well, yeah. The whole Messiah complex is really hard to break free. Oh my god, we're responsible for our own destiny now. I'm glad Kona agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much, but I'll support Mamook's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Alright, Mailia, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. Nope, I forgot everything. The Mamuja and the Shabral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest, but due to infighting, Mamuja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Vigo and Baniwa intermarried, and that's how blessed siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. Blessed siblings promise us more than strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Tuliolo, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, then lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Mamuja to abide in peace and plenty. So you desire fertile land, one that's all your own. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. I don't see any rock above us, so maybe if we just cut down a couple of the trees? As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is the jewel, Shatika banana in Tural. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows, it's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, but trade. If you weren't so aggressive with everybody, you could trade. I mean, those bananas are great. Those who have only known open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that we need the might of the blessed siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that one. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yakoi did not stop digging until the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born, but that's impossible. So, with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have any good prospects for trade. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so trade is a challenge. But they have pretty plants here. They can trade those. And the pelts. They've got so much, there's so many hostile living things here. See here. And holes. Look at these holes. You could export a shrub if you're really big holes. And look at this artwork. You telling me that doesn't have any value? And look at that bird over there. Look at that bird. Right there. See that giant bird right there? That thing has to have some sort of resource. You guys could hunt. You're already good fighters. So you guys could go kill those things and trade them. Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone has their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Great! Burn it down! Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish that they had better land. And who better to get it for them than the blessed siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place they can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have some value, but apparently not. Hold on, didn't Aaron Joe mention something about the meteorites, that the ether they emit makes the plants grow blue? A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local fauna. Flora. I know what I said. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further. Please bear with us. We'll be right back. So we're botanists now.
Xenobotanists?
Xenomorphobotanists.
Xenobotnomorphologists.
Xenomorpholobotomists? At first glance, this forest seems to be a haven of mysterious beauty, but the reality of living here is quite another matter. Nice to visit, terrible to stay in. Got it. What a remarkable tree. I hope it will provide us with the insights that we need. What tree? Oh, that tree. I remember that tree. Plants that shrivel as though cursed. I think I can hazard a guess as to why. I had known the Dawntrail was battered by a veritable deluge of meteorites long ago, but I never considered how the presence might be affecting the environment. It really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. The meteorite's etheric emissions are palpable even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned natural tree. Indeed, I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor, but perhaps you and Cryo could lend your expertise as well? I'd like to join you. The etheric signature on those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. Sheep. Glowing sheep. I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are the only solution. So how can I help? Want me to climb a tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Down we go, crunch. What are these glowing things? Can we harvest these? Picking up glowing rocks from outer space. The more fragments we gather, the better. Let's do all we can. I held a baby chocobo. Even though, her hoodie doesn't look like a chocobo, from a distance it kinda does. Did you find the fragments? No, we spent this whole time picking daisies. Because daisies are so plentiful around here. Much obliged. Alphino, Cryo, and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. You could have stopped it, done an analysis. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I am hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. Actually, it won't bear fruit because we've already established that these things kill crops. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival at that place, so go meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible. Many are reluctant to trust the third promise, but all agree to wait for her return. That alone gives me cause for hope. I don't think I trust the third promise yet, but if she can offer us some tangible hope, then maybe. If you can truly help us, I'll wait here for as long as you need. Honestly, I don't know what to hope to hear. Yeah. I remain here out of deference to Mailia. As the mother of our chosen one, her wishes deserve to be honored. I guess. In the way, Merlot. We've all done what we can. The rest we must leave to Kona and the others. I don't know the first thing about Charlayan devices of his, but if they can help the Munmuk, I'm glad he has them. There's hope for this forest yet, Mailia. I can feel it. I'm sure Zuriel Ja would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn Servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me. Bako Ja not the least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Kona and the others will be back with their report soon. Maybe. They shouldn't be much longer now. If you say so. I'm still standing here. Hi everybody! You done sciencing? Good, everyone's assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. Okay. Thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights, and I dare say the prognosis is helpful. Oh. I struggle with weird words. Earlier we asked about the hopes you placed in the blessed siblings, why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was frustration towards this forest. So cut it down. I know, Greenpeace is gonna throw a fit. Anyway, from lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home, thus your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forests uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven without a doubt that the Jatika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you've seen crops fail time and time again, but we've discovered the root of the problem as well. Meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Past the salt in the place called Charlian, there's a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via link Pearl. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorzea acquired the papato and tomato from Tural, so too might Mammoth benefit from foreign crops. You mean we'd be able to grow more than Najul here? That's exactly what we're saying. Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on your ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mammoth will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight? Never any need to sacrifice? We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. Oh, Dad's not gonna like that. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us promise. If there's another way for our children and our home, we'll no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words, Mailia? I've been saying zingers this whole time. Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valor Gamanda proves that. The Skyrune, the great Galu Zhao himself struggled to even seal it. Yeah, and we stomped on its face. We've said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade in the feet of the Brotherhood and clear a way for Ramuk's bright new future. Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. The seeds are on their way, chill. After we complete his feat, let's be sure to tell Zarilja the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here. Compassion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. Then it is a simple choice. We're counting on you, Akama. Aw, you get me all teary-eyed. Guys, I can't read. Wakamat's gone ahead to announce her readiness. I never imagined the samples were so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Zarilja made his own attempt. The final feat awaits. I can offer moral support at best. For whatever it's worth, good luck. This feat may bring us closer to the Golden City, but for now we must stand strong for the people of Mamuk. Zarilja's intention was for this feat to prove the supremacy of the Blessed Siblings. Wakoma shall instead prove that there are other ways for Mamuk's people to empower themselves. Where did Kaneda go? Have you seen him? Someone has gone to fetch Zarilja. He should be here soon.
I'm kinda disappointed that it came down to a fight. Feed of brotherhood and all.
Zarilja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I mean, a
I
little.
now understand why I need to surpass Blessed Siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the Blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
You keep bringing up the snake chicken. I've killed gods.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
You know, I by myself held my
Find
own.
me?
I bet as a team we got
Papa's
this.
shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her. Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt. I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust. What are you scheming? Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me.
You have good ideas,
You've always
Kona.
held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne. This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Ulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready?
Yep. That's right. Go sit somewhere.
No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
I don't know, I feel like this could have been a trial. We have a full party.
Bear witness to our resolve.
What is with the sparkle glide?
In their research, that's the journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
These blades sundered, Baligarbanda scales. Blades fire red. What a chore. Ever hungry for battle. Go forth. How is this? paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted.
Working on it.
Free them! Target the constricting flames!
None can.
I'm trying to.
For the machine! But together, we shall triumph. You're not alone.
We'll get through this!
I have your back. I shall assist thee. I know not who you are. I am lost to nothing.
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
All the risen and all. By grins of wrath be sundered.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand after this?
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will protect my people.
How does anyone get through that without all
Best you
this?
can do.
Okay, I mean, how does anyone get through all that without all those damage myths that I have?
Finished yet. We will see Namachi become
I guess Anya will tell me later.
Tuliyola!
That's my old man for you.
You can be mad as you like.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Erugadin? It couldn't be...
Tanqua! It's been too long.
It has indeed.
Great.
You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
Tanqua?
Right, do I know this guy?
Moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Ketenram, I presume?
No! Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
We can talk about me cabbage later. Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
You're the Aljark of Lamarck. Show some dignity.
I don't have dignity. Not anymore. I wagered everything on this feat. And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
That's better. Give us the rock.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives.
Yeah, we heard about that. We should talk about
Nevertheless,
that later.
I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
Heh, rock.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time.
You know, you can come
You've
as
grown
part of the
much
entourage now.
and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuk-Lamart is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
You know, the three of you could still be
I leave
helpful.
my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
Yeah, about that. You can still help.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuk-Lamart. The rite ain't over till you find the city of gold.
And there's still one guy floating out there that
I
bears the
know.
sail well.
But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
Even as a shade, the Dawn Servant's strength was incredible. I shudder to imagine how we might have fared without the second promise's support. I don't know, I feel like we had it. Second Promise has warmed a great deal since we first met him. I dare say that wise and witty duo has been no little influence. Joyed though I am by this outcome, I am also eager to speak with Ket and Ram while we have the chance. I am glad to see you all remain in one piece. Not like a bit of hardship to see your precious children grow into fine adults. I will not stand in your way, but mark me, your victory does not afford you the authority to dictate our future. We will decide what is best for a Mumuk, no one else, okay? That's fine. Alright, that's it for the Rite of Succession. All that's left is to find the Golden City.
Don't forget, Zerolja is lurking out there somewhere too.
We'll deal with that bridge when we come to it. Till then, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Please remember to spay and neuter your pets and family members. До свидания.